No, we haven't talked about it. I know the first week in the spring we had those guys go live, and we may do the same thing this time. But obviously, we want to make sure we get an accurate look at those guys, but also keep them healthy at the same time, which is kind of the biggest thing. We'll probably make a decision between now and Saturday.
I guess how much more do you think you need to see? Knowing you still have to make a decision, but as far as their ability to avoid the rush or that kind of thing.
A lot more. They're still early in camp, and we're just kind of getting going into it. We haven't even been through third down yet, red zone yet, situation-wise, all first scrimmage. So it's a lot more left to prove.
As far as scrimmages go, Thomas, is the first pass important to coaches as the second and the third? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they're all important. I think even every day before we get to the scrimmage are important. An opportunity to be able to evaluate guys and get better. And we definitely don't let those guys relax. We don't treat tomorrow more important than today. We've got to make it to tomorrow first. I think that the guys done a really good job so far, giving great energy, great effort. They understand the expectations that we have. We still got a ways to go to be where we want to be, but I think we're going in the right direction so far.
Tom.
Well, hopefully it adds some excitement, some energy, But I think the one thing about our team, man, these guys love football. And I think I've been around guys who got to motivate and show a bunch of videos too to get them hyped up to go play football. We can go play on this dirt behind you, and those guys will show up and go full speed. So I think that atmosphere change will help those guys out, kind of get a break from camp. But I think they're always ready to go.
Thomas, has DJ gotten any work at all at running back over the last week?
No, he's not. I've been kind of working the same guys. Obviously, Mark Travis, Chalk, and Christian Atkins has been a pleasant surprise in my opinion so far throughout camp. But DJ won't be out of the question. I think he's a very versatile football player. We can use him multiple ways, including the return game, punt return and kickoff returns.
Is Christian Atkins challenging Trayon for your number 3 back job, or is Trayon your number 3 at the moment?
I would say nothing's really solid. Obviously, Mark's got a pretty good holder spot, I would say. But behind them, it's open competition. But every day, everybody spots up for grabs.
Has a number 2 tight end emerged to you, and does that concern you? I know Mark has expressed concern about depth behind Chris.
I think depth at every spot concerns us. Obviously, we have less numbers of tight end than we do for, like example, for receiver. But I think even establishing guys we can count on to be reliable there is always going to be a concern until you can lock in and have some guys you can trust.
What's Malik Curry shown you as a walk-on?
Well, it's been solid every day. I think it's been consistent. Obviously, it'd be tough to make it through some practices without him. It's been great for us so far.
And Palendi, where is he right now in his development?
Just think being more consistent as far as run blocking and knowing what to do, but also catching the football out in space is going to be a big thing for him going forward. He's been fun.
After a full week, what if, for the freshmen, especially the 2 quarterbacks, how much have you seen? Have you seen them make a jump or take progress in Cade and Nkosi?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Cade's been here since the media, so that obviously helps out. That's a huge adjustment. But also, when it comes to college football now, it's almost like going through camp after summer. We have so much time to meet with those guys one-on-one, and it really helps young guys get ahead, and especially from a quarterback standpoint. So those guys have made great progress. Still a ways to go. Still a lot of ways to get better, but the competition is getting strong right now. So.
Is Lawrence Cager, you think, a real option at punt return, or is that just a fill-in type thing?
Well, who knows? I mean, obviously, Braxton's coming back from last year, and he's, kind of Mr. Reliable at receiver, and also from a punt return standpoint. But you can never have enough guys who can field the kick. You never know how bad you need a guy until the time comes. So I think the more guys we can have who can field punts accurately and we can have trust in, the better we'll be.
Is Cager the same player he was? Is Cager the same player he was before knee injury? Do you see any significant difference still?
I hope he's better. I think he's moving just as well as he was before the knee injury. I think mentally is the biggest thing with him because he's got all the talent in the world to be as good as he wants to be. I think at times I'm not sure he has unbelievable confidence in himself at times, which I think is normal between most athletes. But I think he's better than he was before. He's up top than he is for his physical.
What about Robert?
Probably more important.
How is Robert Burns coming along, and what is he able to do in practice at this point?
Yeah, he's still taking some reps. I think Robert is doing a really good job of getting some mental reps. We're still giving those 4 guys in front of him more reps right now. But I think he's doing fine. Still want to be able to see what he can truly do competition-wise, what he can get him consistently back-to-back days, and also when it comes to live work. I think in the springtime he looked really good because he's a big physical guy, very powerful, has some top-end speed, but we'll see what happens.
Do you have any sense right now when he might be able to help you in a game?
Who knows?